bleed. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions. Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'ma get it ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, devil get behind me. Told you I'm the...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us down under in the beachside city of Melbourne, Australia. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Armadillos of San Juan taking on the River Hogs of Melbourne. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 6.
Murray now to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Here's Jones on the return. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 46-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and a yard. In motion right is Tony. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. I mean, look at this defense. Now, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks. Could be
4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. Past the 20, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 40 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. Well, they've got a new set of downs here. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
No gain on the play there, second down.
brings up 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And now they'll throw with Lance. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Here's Lance. And it's caught. Touchdown. Christian Watson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Riverhogs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 7-0. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves Jack that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Murray now on first down. Able to connect with Mims. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Shotgun now from Murray. And this one complete again to Mims. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Oh, I think there was a little too much heat on that one. He's trying to hit his running back out of the backfield. Normally you want to get the ball to them in stride. But here, this one's coming in hot. And it tips off his hands and into the arms of the defender.
Here we go. Slide through. Ready.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 22 now, here's a 2nd and 7. They run once more with Stevenson. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And Lance now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
Ready.
Trying the power game with Ham. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. C.J. Ham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Riverhogs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Well, they weren't messing around. First and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it, 6 points on the board. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. When you look at this defense, this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test, going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they learn to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Throwing again, Murray. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2. Play action. Now it's Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. How to approach this? 3rd down and 16 yards to go. On play action, it's Murray. They'll fire deep, looking for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, nearly another reception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Ready, set. Needle blue. Triple 38. Zoom black. Blue stripe. Ready.
To throw, it's Lance. And he is caught. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
On play action, Lance.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Here we go.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
White, white. Fury, yellow. Set cut.
Shotgun now for Lance. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Touchdown! Christian Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Riverhogs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now 21-0.
Armadillos, nothing. Chad Ryland to kick off.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense has...
All right, open, complete. A big play there. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And the pressure gets to him again.
Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. And that's going to be incomplete.
For a real head-scratcher there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense.
Okay,
Must
ready?
feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit. But must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Set, go.
Now Lance on the bootleg.
Sliding out of the pocket. Caught by Jones. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Hey, red. Ready.
Now Lance going to throw. Setting up a screen for Stevenson.
No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go, set. Field, black. Ready.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And this is going to be intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Murray again, 2nd and 10.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
It's a big play there. 58 yards. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Throwing now is Murray. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Murray.
This is taken in by McBride.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. The line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Murray now. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go. Clock 10.
A final shot before half for Lance.
Flushed out right.
That'll be complete to Stevenson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Come on,
The last
stay.
play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Claws red. Yellow, go. Yellow, zoom. Set.
Lance looking to throw it. He'll dump this down to Stevenson.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Ready.
Here comes
ready.
3rd down and 7.
Fight, 97. Rail, yellow. Set.
Here's Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They fake the handoff. Now Murray rolling to his right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Here's Murray. And his throw here's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're going to try and throw.
He'll fire deep, looking for more.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Blue, go. Red, cycle. Ready?
Now Lance. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a
throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play fake. Murray. He finds his target, Allen.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out, and as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Throwing now is Lance. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Fielded at about the 28. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Murray.
Throw left side, hauled in by McBride.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Play action. Now it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, you give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Set, ready.
2nd down and 8.
Ready.
Running left, it's Penny. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just floated from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
On the set.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Blaster, 6.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Mark that one against one of the top left tackles in the league, Tyron Smith. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Stevenson. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5.
At their own 37-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 22 yards.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. Down to the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. Look at the big fella go. And touchdown! Brevin Jordan, 74 yards. And the Riverhogs have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derek Stingley picks it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Let's go. Go.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. After the turnover, here's Murray. This is caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Riverhawks 38, Armadillos 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. Flush to his right. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And this offense on 3rd down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
So they bring out their punter. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. 31 yards on the punt there. And we have reached the 2-minute warning.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Christian Gonzalez.
We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. On the give, this is their fullback. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 3rd down, here's Stevenson.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Tannehill going to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
And they'll run the toss here with Stevenson.
Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
A 38-yard attempt.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And as this defense walks off the
Take it.